we methodically track the daily inputs in our lives that ladder up into the life and business outcomes that we want. And I'm on fire right now. I woke up a little bit sick, but I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. And I've had a little bit of a shift. So this has been the most consistent I've ever been with my daily habits and tracking my daily habits, even though I've been saying to people like it's consistently inconsistent. But I made that call last week. Look, I'm either reducing the quality. Oh, let me share my screen really quick. For the new viewers, this is the sheet we use, and I've been basically flailing around. I had some really good periods here with like 40s and 50s, and then I just got to a point where I was 20% bouncing off the bottom, and basically what I was going to have to do was reduce the amount of habits I've got and the difficulty of the habits. I did reduce the difficulty a little bit, but I didn't reduce the habits, and I kind of made a bit of a decision, and I just started to think, look, where you are anywhere is where you are everywhere. Now that thought process has actually really scared me my entire life. And because when you truly commit to that, there's no breaks. You're on. You can't quit at the end of your 2.4K run. You can't quit at the end of the fourth Muay Thai pad round. You can't not reply to your emails and do a bit of YouTube. You can't not unpack the dishwasher. It's just this thing of like, and it makes so much sense because it's that same muscle. It's the same muscle of sacrifice the short-term comfort, like your lower self wants, in pursuit of the long-term benefit that your higher self deserves. And so last week, I really got to this point where I was like, you know what? Like, let's have a go. Where you are anywhere is where you are everywhere. And I leaned in a little bit, and it's been going fucking great so far. So I'm actually really proud of it. Last night, almost got to sleep early. I missed by like half an hour. 12 o'clock, it doesn't count. It was so close. Had a ruthless training with Shane, which was great. I completely forgot to meditate. Damn. Whoopsies. Okay, well, that's too good. Called family, got a win in there, called my mom, which was great. Live streamed. Yes, no junk food, no alcohol, no cannabis, and screen time was within KPI. So absolutely fantastic. Stunning stuff. And we'll have a look at the calendar for yesterday. Hit that. 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 So yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Green habit hit rate, green calendar hit rate, feeling good the next day. No anxiety down here in the sternum, no cloud on the frontal lobe, no heavy weights on the shoulders, despite being sick, So I think it's there's multiple parts to that as well. I think it's equal parts the physical manifestation of like those habits and how they make me actually feel from a health, neurochemical, chemistry wise. But there's also got to be a part of like, you did what you said you did. You put it in there and you actually achieved it. And so you start to trust yourself to do that today. Been a lot of like internal self-talk. I've been really present and constructive in my mind. One of the big things that's been happening is I'll get into these, you get into these negative states, these heightened states, parasympathetic, dorsal, and a lot of scientists don't fully understand them. But there are states where you basically can't trust your thoughts anymore. And so, oh gosh, that's supposed to be over here. I don't know if anyone can hear me this whole time. Whatever, still counts. And there's these states where you can't trust your thoughts anymore. And so I used to always trust them. I would trust them when they were outrageously optimistic and I was fucking slanging deals around and promising team members and partners all sorts of shit. And I would trust them when I got into a hole and everything was overwhelming and there was no point in this business and this industry was fucked and I needed to get out of it. And so now I'm a little bit distrustful of both. I still have the manic phases, but I lean into those. Why not? Let's see how far we can go with the positivity in terms of what's possible, but let's keep it inside. Let's stress test those thoughts and plans internally before we spread them into the world. But more importantly, when I get into those really negative states, it's kind of like, hold on a minute, let's do a stock take. How's the business? P&L's good, cash flow's good, team's solid, best it's ever been, succession planning's solid, clients are there, every single client is happy, not a single client that's going, oh my gosh, it's not working. They're fucking all scaling. They're all scaling like mad. And in one of the toughest economic environments, we're all doing really well. And actually, there's a couple that aren't doing as well as they'd like to, but I think we know why. And we're working on it every day, dumping an outrageous amount of additional resource that they didn't pay for into their business because we've got the margins to do that because we don't have a sales team. We don't have this big fucking Facebook ad marketing budget. So anyway, long story short, it's been really, really the real difference maker for me has been that ability to go, nah. Those thoughts I think are bullshit. What's my actual reality? Oh, I'm just probably going to have to feel uncomfortable for a bit. I always wanted to have the positive thoughts and then for that negative emotion to disappear. I needed it to go away. And today, I'm so much stronger. It's more like, okay, it's going to be uncomfortable for a while, but I actually am clear on what my reality is. And that's helping so much. Where you are anywhere is where you are everywhere. So looking forward to this week having a big old winning week. Lots of green. I hope the same for all of you. And as per usual, if you want the sheep, if you want to track your daily habits so that you've got a methodical path to controlling your life outcomes, hit me up.